Andrea and Circles. North Macedonia have competed 20 times at Eurovision. Last year they were represented by, and I feel like I might cry, the wonderful Vassal and Here I Stand. Their highest ever placing was 2019 with Tamara Todevska and 7th place. This is very much mid-tempo pop. It's kind of cool. It's kind of modern. I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I really, really do. And if this is for those who are like myself, they're sort of the more kind of mature panelist or perhaps mature audience member. Andrea was born on the first Valentine's Day of the new millennium. That makes me feel very, very old. Yeah, I know, Michelle. I know. I cried when I read that. Circles will perform in the second half of semi-final 2. So, alongside Montenegro that we just heard, or at least near to. I get Serbuk, I'm Walking Out vibes to this. Very similar kind of songs for me. Let's find out what my panel says. Let's go to Martin first. Martin, what do you make of this one?
I really like this one. I have done right from the national final when they had the 6 videos for everyone to vote on. And I get this vibe. Obviously, this might mean nothing to anybody outside the UK. I get the feeling it's a bit like a character from EastEnders, the way she was dressed, puffer jacket, and that she's just having an argument with her partner, pushed them away, and then she launches into the song. And basically, that was the vibe I was getting. Sort of, really angst, real aggression. The revamp's done something to the end, which I don't think works quite as well. But I really love this song. I really love her attitude. It's whether that comes across well or badly to people watching it, really. It's all about the song, all about the lyrics, really, and how she presents it. I don't know how well this is going to do. I want it to get through to the final, but it's one that I could easily see not get to the final. It's sort of, either way, really. It might just depend on what else is happening on the night.
Thanks, Martin. I think the problem with mid-tempo songs, and it is a bit of a plodder. It's a really, really good song, by the way. I do like it, and I don't mean any disrespect when I say that, but it does plod along. And I do worry about how they're going to stage this. I'm going to our chief choreographer, Mr. Elliott, here, for his thoughts. How do you make a song this good? And by the way, she has a great vocal. You can go and find her, loads of videos of her on YouTube. How do you make this work on a Eurovision stage? Because so many artists have kind of crashed and burned with this type of song in the past.
It's difficult because, as we said, it's sort of in that mid-tempo range of death, and by that it means like a lot of songs get knocked out or don't do well, or in that sort of mid-tempo feeling. It's not a big ballad, it's not an up-tempo, it's just kind of there. I think the emotion needs to really come across on her face, so I think they need to really focus in on that. I think they do need to dress her down and make her look like, as Martin said, she is singing like walking down the street, because they need to have that. It's a real song, and some people will relate to these lyrics, as naff as some of them are, like, lately, crazy. Like, again, it's a bit like Montenegro. The rhyming is a bit one note, but it is a relatable song. It is relatable lyrically, and they need to drive that bit home. I have no idea how this is going to do. The revamp has improved it and made it sound a little bit more commercial. They changed the tempo. They put a bit more of a different drum in the background. So they have elevated it. It was the best song in the national final, considering Superman nearly won that national final. And oh my dear God, if that was going to Eurovision, I know some of this panel would be delighted. I would have jumped out the window thinking, how is this a Eurovision song? But I digress. There is potential for this to be something really good on stage. And I have no qualms that she will deliver the absolute best she can do. If it is strong enough to stand out, I do not know. Like I said, I like the song. I think it's a real message. I think it's good. It's not false. It's not contrived. It's not preachy. It's real. But they need to deliver that on stage. That has to come across. And, in the past, North Macedonia have struggled with some staging, like in 2018. So I do worry in that aspect. But I am wishing her all the best, because she is a good singer. It's a good song. They just need to make it about her.
Agreed. I like where North Macedonia are going. I think they're probably one of the most improved countries in Eurovision. Was a triumph for me. I thought that was a stunning effort. 2021, Vassal, musical theatre at its absolute best. Okay, it didn't qualify, but it was stunning on stage. This is, I think, one of the coolest entries this year. I'll go on record to say that. I think they've got to get the staging right, but I think as a song, it's very commercial. Oban, does this meet your seal of approval? Would it go on your cultural orgasm playlist? That means another drink, people.
Well, that's not a cultural orgasm. Here I said it, double shots. So I've been sleeping on this song for a very long time until like a couple of weeks ago when we were with talking with Domi, and she was mentioning her experience meeting her at the Romanian national final, and I was just like, and she was giving all these nice compliments about her personality. You know, it seems like she's a very lovely girl. So then I went back and listened a couple more times, and it's like, you know what, it's not a bad song. And I think the best part of the song is that her lower key beginning, like it's a very deep, very low key entrance to the song, and I think it's gonna grab the attention. It's just like, hold on, that's almost a male sound, like a male vocals, like a very low baritone key. So I think her voice is the most intriguing part of the song for sure. And but I think it's not the song that's gonna grab the attention of the Balkan juries and also the Balkan televotes. So I think this is a song that's gonna be liked by the Western public. But I think that considering that Serbia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, and Romania basically in the same semi-final, I think the votes will go to Vladana Montenegro, and that will be the biggest handicap in terms of Eurovision mathematics to this song.
Thank you, Oban. And keep your comments coming in. Great comments in the chat room, guys, all talking about the very interesting national final in North Macedonia and what they... You know, it was an interesting season, actually. Lots of different countries had their own ideas on how they were to choose their song. A lot of use of video and less use of live performance, live staging in 2022. Tom, what are your thoughts on Circles by Andrea for North Macedonia?
I think they've got to be careful with the staging of it. I like the song. I think the revamp's brilliant. I love it. And I think one of the things that endears you to the song in the video is that she's got this slightly edgy thing going along. As Elliot said, the walking through the streets and things like that. As Martin said, the kind of puffer jacket. I think, yeah, any UK fan may kind of associate a puffer jacket with a certain character from EastEnders. But there's that certain grittiness and edginess that she adds to the song. And that is what makes a mid-tempo song stand out. Because you've got to elevate it somehow. And that is how they will do it. So what I'd quite like to see is I'd quite like to see this song presented in a vibe that kind of encompasses that. Whether they, I mean, and I'm not entirely sure what the video screen situation and everything will be in. But wouldn't it be nice to see her actually look like she's walking through the streets in a non-cheesy way? I mean, they can do, realistic videos these days. I'm not thinking Guy Sebastian. I'm thinking something more like Nuble Pa had as their background a few years ago as well. And I'm thinking of an outfit that is possibly not that dissimilar to what she's wearing in the video. But for the love of God, please don't wear something like Elliot did in his semi-final in, was it 2019 for Wake Up? It needs to have that kind of gravitas and that kind of grittiness, which will encapsulate it. And I reckon it could do really well. And I reckon North Macedonia could actually be looking at a top 10 finish with this year.
Thank you, Tom. And I must apologise to our European or global audience if they're wondering what the hell an EastEnders is. I have to do this sometimes. Just to be clear on context, it's a UK soap opera, there you go, called EastEnders. I'm just people all over Europe are going, what the hell is an EastEnder? Let me Google it after the show. North Macedonia, Circles by Andrea.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No, me neither. No, to be honest, I thought this was another one that takes a verse to really get going. I expect when the chorus kicks in, but it's just not for me. I'm sorry. Maybe that's because I'm old, but I found it a bit of a plod. I mean, you mentioned it was a plod. But she's got a good voice, and with the right staging, it could do well, but it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, she has a really good voice. It's probably one for the youth. It's not my cup of tea, but there will be a dance remix that I am looking forward to.
Yeah, is that another nod to Seventh Heaven? Yeah, probably. There will be. Every single song will be remixed at some stage of the contest. No, is no doubt, because hey, we all need a bop to dance into the cough cough Euro Club that we can't wait to see in Turin this year. Yeah, right.